Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you enjoy what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much for your lovely support, your comments, your uplifting words. God bless you. Thank you. And for sharing, thank you so much. And for those that haven't yet, please do so. Sharing is caring. Help the creators out in order for them to continue bringing out videos for you guys. I'd like to mention that I do have Facebook Crochet private group. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile. I also have a Facebook page, Instagram, and TikTok. All of these things will be listed below in the description box for you. You can just click there and join us. Feel free to have suggestions, requests. You're more than welcome. Thank you for everyone that has been supporting the Women in Need of Thread or with your donations. Thank you so much. What else? Big shout out to all you beautiful people that have been following me from the start, and newcomers also, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. So I use 4-ply 100% cotton threads. These are Portugal threads. They go by numbers, not by name of colors. So let's say this brown would be number 20. These are similar thickness as Aunt Lydia number 3. Aunt Lydia number 3 is a little bit thicker than this one, so your patterns automatically become bigger. Also, if your tension is tight, go a hook or two smaller. Not smaller, bigger. If your tension is loose, then go a hook or two smaller. My goodness, Maggie, get it together. What else? Small one to tuck in, loose ends, and a pair of scissors, of course. And I think I mentioned 2.75 hooks. Sometimes I'll use a 3.5, depending upon the pattern that I'm using. And we're going to get started, everyone. Thank you so much again. Okay, everyone. So I've decided to recreate very fast, small video with the rosebuds, sorry, and the little leaves. I do have the tutorial on them, but it's at the beginning when I first started, and I don't think it's well explained. Let's say it that way. Okay, so I'm gonna create it on the, I guess on this color so you can see better. And these are small. There is bigger. So for going bigger on the leaves, you have to do more chain stitch. I'll be using a 4-ply 100% cotton thread and a 2.75 hook. So I'm going to do this one because we did the last tutorial on the floral runner. And so this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 loops on each side. But if you want to go bigger, you would just have to continue the rows back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to do a 12 chain. So slip stitch does not count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, if you wanted to go bigger on the sleeves for bigger patterns, then you would just increase more on your chain stitch. Okay, so I'm going to come on the second chain, single. So I'm going to do singles 1 per stitch all the way to the edge. Okay, so I've done my singles until the very last one, and I have 11 singles, 2 chain. Coming back in that same one, the last one I just did, I'm doing another single. Now I'm going back and doing singles again, but I'm not doing the last 2 stitch. Okay, so 1 per space. Now one side you'll have always one stitch more than the other side. So the other side I had 11. This side most probably gonna have only 10. Okay, so if you see that you have one less stitch, don't freak over it. That's the way it is, whatever size you're making. Okay, so here I've done my 2 chain space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to go one more, 10. So I'm going to leave these two, 1, 2, chain out, chain 2. I'm turning around and I'm using back loops only. Okay, that's what gives it that effect on the leaf. And always leaving 2 stitch behind in order to get that effect. So 1 single per stitch using back loops. We're getting into where we have the 2 chain here on the center. We're doing 1 single, 2 chain, another single in the same stitch. Next space, single. We're going to do singles until we meet here. It has to be lined up like we have here. Okay. Okay, so now I have them lined up. Chain 2, turn around. I'm coming back into the same stitch with single. And that's directly right in it. Now, back loops only again, all the way to the other side, not doing the last 2 stitch. Okay, so using these back loops, into the center, single, 2 chain, back into the center, single, and back loops again. So as you can see here, I have 2 stitch left. We're not doing them, we're leaving them behind. Doing chain 2 again. Turn around, come into the same stitch with single. And then again, back loops. So that's all you have to do until you have your desired rows on there. So 1 single per stitch. Getting into the center of the 2 chain, single, and 2 chain again. Single on the same stitch, using back loops. And again, we're going to meet in the same direction, so you should have 2 stitch left. So I have the 2 stitch left, and I'm on the same direction as that row. Again, chain 2 into the first one with single, and starting back loops again. And leaving the last 2 behind. Okay. Again, I have 2 stitch left, leaving it behind. Doing my 2 chain, turn around, come into your first one with single, and back loops again. And you would have your 4, so you leave 2 stitch out and cut your thread. Okay, now we're going to go into the rosebuds. So once you've reached the end, you do your 2 chain, you turn around, come on the first one with slip stitch. We're closing it out, not unless you wanted to go another row. I'm just going to come in between the chains here, slip stitch. Cut your thread and tuck in your loose ends. Just get it through the stitches back here. Most of the time these things are glued on, so you want to leave it on the side that you're going to glue on. Example, I would glue my pattern this way and not this way. This way you have like a finger space in between. I like it to pop out, so I like to glue it this way. So I leave this string in the back side so it's glued onto the pattern. You can't see it. Okay. Just go through a few more back here just to make sure that nothing falls apart. And there it is. Just going to use this one to do the rosebud. So slip stitch knot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Coming in my second chain, single. On my next chain, half. On my next one, double. I'm going to do a triple 2 times in the same chain. 1, same space, same chain, triple, twice. In the next one, going backwards now, double crochet, half, and the last chain, single. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming where I've closed off, I'm going to close it with slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Coming again into the same one and into the center. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3 chain. Again, I'm going to grab the loop that I have here. I'm going to come into the center again. And slip stitch. So now I have 3 picots. I'm coming on the next one with half because we've used the single on there. Next one, double. And the next one we're going to do the 2 triples in the same stitch. So 1, 2. I'm doing the double, and the half, and my last one, the single. Okay. I'm going to bend. You can leave it like this. It's probably best. Or you can bend it like I did for the pattern. And in the center, if you want to have that little middle effect, it's up to you. You're going to come in and do a single. And again. So that's why it's best to bend it. And again. And again. So you can do your singles all the way up like we have on here. See? So you'd get to your last one and you do a slip stitch through it and just tuck in your thread in the back. I'm going to take it out to make it easier for new beginners also. You don't have to do this. This is just an option. Okay, so we've completed there. I'm going to cut my thread. slip stitch, and then tuck in your thread in the back. Okay. Like I said, normally this is glued onto the pattern, so it really doesn't matter. So now I'm going to come in with my brown, or you can use green. Slip stitch knot. Turn it upside down. Come in the center of your stitch. And my stitch is always so tight. And do a single. Now, we're going to do a triple. We're going to count. Try to get this little thread out of the way. 1, 2, 3 on your fourth. Stretch your thread. Take out 2, take out 2, and take out the last 2. Okay? And then you're going to come in the center here. 1, 2 on your third one, let's say. If you want to do it this way, of course. Take out 2, and again, so normal double crochet. Now this time you're going to come in from the back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 on your fourth. You're doing the triple again. 1, 2, and 3 times. You're going to turn to the front. Okay. You're going to go into the center here in the middle, and you're going to grab your pattern, the green one, so that can be placed into the center. I hope I grabbed the right one. I had, okay, no issues. Okay, again, so I'm grabbing all of them and my little centerpiece here on the green. I'm coming in with my thread over it. Keep grabbing everything else too. And single, okay? And now you do the length you want for your stem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 on my small ones, and I have 23 on my big ones. So I'll just use this as this. Now the stem, you can leave it like this if you want. Of course, we'd be tucking in this loose end of the thing there. Okay. Now you can either leave it your stem like that. On these ones, you can see the little effect I have on here. That's just slip stitch and 1 chain, slip stitch and 1 chain. Okay, so you'd come into your second chain and slip stitch, 1 chain. Next stitch, slip stitch, 1 chain. Next one, slip stitch, 1 chain. And that's what gives that beautiful effect. Okay. So you do this all the way to the top, 1 chain, slip stitch, 1 chain, slip stitch. Very simple, and it makes a beautiful design on your patterns. Okay, and you can go the length you want on this, of course. Slip stitch, and then I would just come into where all my stitches are with slip stitch. I would cut my thread, pull my thread through it, and now tuck in all my loose ends, okay, in the back. And there you have it. And then it, you know, It'll look nicer if maybe I can tuck it in. Okay, so this pretty much does it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Very fast. You can use this on any patterns you would like. It just makes beautiful designs. You know, you can fix it whatever way you want it, right? Anyway, you know what I mean. Okay, so I wanted to make something fast and simple for you guys and put it together like this. You can use the same tutorial for any other pattern. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Until next time.